So guys, if you watched my Toby video from, when was it, yesterday, you know my views on why she's in the wrong. However, I want to say that Omnia is in the wrong too. I got most of my information from her, and I just want to say that spreading misinformation is not cool. Like, I just watched Toby's video on what really happened. And let me just say, my opinion is not swaying on why you shouldn't support these creators. But my opinion is swaying on what type of person Toby is. Like I've said in the past, in my previous video, Toby is honestly one of my favorite people to listen to while I'm drawing and I'm not recording. Because her stories and her stuff like that, it's just gold, let's be honest. No, it's not gold, it's platinum. Her personality is just top peak, you know? But then this video comes along. This video by another creator I follow called Omnia. And, well, let's just say, when I watched this video, I believed every word that Omnia said. Like mob mentality, herd mentality, whatever you want to call it. I believed every word she said because I did not get around to watching the deleted video, so I couldn't really articulate what my thoughts were. I was just articulating what Omnia's thoughts were in my head because I couldn't form my own opinion because I had not seen the video. But after watching Toby's video, like her defending herself, I'm realizing that Omnia is also in the wrong. And I'm going to explain to you why she is in the wrong in today's video. Now, I don't want Omnia's little white knights coming after me and being like, well, Omnia only did this because blah blah blah. No. Blatantly lying about DMs, cutting pieces off of DMs. Let's see, what else did she do? Lying about someone. Falsely accusing someone of being a pedophile for making art of some anime, but let's be honest. Omnia, you really need to get your facts straight. Not just the Shane situation, but it's also the other situation too, you know? The Yaoi situation. So, for the Shane situation, you know, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah. Of course it's bad to support Shane, but the way I had gotten it is that she was supporting Shane from, since whenever he started, 2009 or some shit like that, to 2020, which, let's be honest, that'd be bad if it were the case. Big if it were the case here. Because after watching Toby's video, she explained some things about her supporting Shane. She showed some DMs. And I was like, Okay, Omnia is very wrong here. Like, it is definitely not right for you to just go around and blatantly lie about someone like that. So, the truth of the matter is, in the DMs that Omnia cut off, she didn't show all of them. She, like, leaked them, but didn't show everything, which is not how you leak DMs, really. But besides that, in these DMs that she showed, right? It wasn't Toby that reached out to Omnia. It was the other way around. It was Omnia that reached out to Toby. That's lie number one. And, well, when discussing this whole Shane situation, Toby says something really important in our situation, you know? This little, line here that, I can't pull up the DMs because I don't know where they are. They're in Toby's video. I don't know if she posts them for proof or anything, because I know there are a ton of people who are agreeing with Omnia who will just watch Toby's video to leave an angry comment, and that's it. Like, I know there are people out there. She says this one line that says, I support Shane from, get this, 2018 to early 2020. That's not saying she blatantly supports Shane like most people believe. Like, I believed it at first, but then I was like, then I watched this video and I was like, Omnia, like, why'd you lie about that? Like, she doesn't support Shane from 2009 and before 2018. Sorry if 2009 is the wrong date. I just really don't care about Shane Dawson, so I don't care when he started. Like, she's not saying she supports everything he's done, like, blackface. She's saying she supports all the, like, beauty stuff he's done. She supports that stuff. But she doesn't, like, support his blackface. She doesn't support the other stuff he's done. Like, you know, for instance, pedophilia. It's completely possible. It's completely possible to support someone without supporting their past. Like all you Biden supporters out there that say his past doesn't matter, yet you bring up Trump's past, like, I'm sorry I'm dragging politics into this, but this is all I could compare it to, because there's never really been a situation I've ever been in like this before that, you know, isn't a private matter. So, yeah. But basically what I'm saying is that it is completely okay to support someone without agreeing with their past. Like, I support Nikki Sixx. He's coming under fire. I support Vince Neil. He's coming under fire. Hell, I support Axl Rose, even when he got in that argument with Nirvana. Or as I call him, Nerdvana, because all the nerds listen to grunge music. However, Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl, love him. I'm getting distracted. Oh, yeah. And her quote-unquote meltdown, Omnia. Toby's meltdown was not a meltdown. It was an episode of bipolar, BPD, which I think stands for bipolar depression or something like that. Bipolar personalities? I'm gonna have to look it up. Borderline personality disorder. Let's see. What are the important things here? Is a mental health disorder that impacts the way you think about yourself and feel about yourself and others, causing problems functioning in everyday life. It includes self-image issues, difficulty managing emotions and behavior, omnia, and a pattern of unstable relationships. I don't know if that's Toby, but I do know it's one of the symptoms, so yeah, not cool. Definitely not cool for you to, like, bash someone who literally can't control the way they're, like, thinking and feeling unless they're working on it, which, by the way, Toby is working on it. She states in her video that she is working to improve herself. So, how would you feel if you worked to improve yourself from your early to late teens, which is when she got this disorder, to yet people don't believe you because you had an episode? You can't blame her for having an episode. It was her triggers. She got triggered. And as someone with depression and anxiety, I have triggers too. Like, one of my anxiety triggers is getting my photo taken. It doesn't make me a bad person for not wanting my photo taken. It just means I'm avoiding getting triggered, you know? I'm avoiding triggering myself. Which is really all that, Toby should have done, but at the time, she probably wasn't thinking. She probably wasn't thinking straight. I mean, I wouldn't either if I supported someone and I wanted to talk about them, and yet people were, like, getting so stupid about it. Toby, I don't blame you for having an episode. Like, nobody should be blamed for their mental health disorders. Like, they can't help it. Like, obviously, when they're in the middle of an episode, they can't help them. They can't help that they're being triggered. They can't help themselves. Like, why are you blaming her for having BPD? Like, and this isn't me trying to get Toby to hide behind her disease. Oh, no. This is me explaining what she explained to all of you who, like, want an unbiased opinion. This is me explaining what she explained in her video. You know? BPD and stuff like that is nothing to joke about. It's nothing that you can blatantly say, oh, yeah, you could just go fix yourself. Like, no. A lot of the times, people like this are in situations where they can't fix themselves. Because they develop it during puberty and they can't, you know, help it, you know? Like, people who develop anxiety or depression during puberty. They can't help that they developed it. Like, you wouldn't go up to a depressed person and just start saying, fix yourself, you know? You wouldn't do that. I mean, the way you treated Toby is basically treating her the same way that treating a depressed person like that is. Like, she can't fix herself unless she works on it, which is what she's doing. But you should never fault someone for something like that when they've been working to fix themselves. Like, I get pissed off easily. It's not because I have BPD or anything like that. I just get pissed off easily because, well, people are stupid, you know? But it's not like I haven't tried to, like, you know, calm myself down and work on procedures for walking away from an argument, you know? It's not like I haven't been working on that. I work on that basically every time I get a chance to practice it, which is whenever somebody on the internet just makes me pissed, you know? I'm dealing with my own problems. I'm pretty sure Toby's dealing with hers. So why is mob mentality against her when you guys aren't even giving her a chance to explain herself? This is basically the Spectre drama with the way you're treating her. Like, obviously not with the same allegations or whatever. But, you know, in the fact that you're not letting her explain herself. What you guys are doing is basically what you did with Spectre. You're basically pressuring her into apologizing for something that she didn't really do, you know? And the yaoi thing. She didn't watch that anime or read the manga or whatever it is, because I don't watch anime. She didn't really follow it, you know? So, when she drew that image, if you watched Omnia's video, she had no idea that that character was, like, underage. And even then, it was meant to, like, signify abuse, and it's meant to be an emotional piece like that. But she tagged it as NSFW because that's how she thought Instagram tags worked. Like, you just tag something and hope it blows up, which kind of works like that. But at the same time, it doesn't really, because you can tag random things that pertain to what you're talking about, I guess. Like, if you've ever been on Instagram, you know, like, you can search under, let's say, Bucky Barnes fan art and find about 6 cosplays, you know? Like, that's what I'm talking about, like, instances like that. Where was I going like this? Sorry, my mind completely blanked on what I was talking about. Oh yeah, if you've ever been on Instagram. Hold on, let me find something. Like, you see all this good fan art, you know, which, honestly, that's cute. Then you come down to this post and it's just a bunch of Bucky pop figures. Like, it pertains to Bucky. But it's not fan art, you know? I'm talking about instances like that. That's what that situation was. And I don't think Toby is exactly in the right for supporting people like Gabby Hanna who are just brats. But at the same time, Omnia is very, very wrong. So, you support who you want to support. I won't judge you, but at the same time, you know, you should take what I've said into consideration because, well, if I were in Toby's situation, I would want someone defending me. I would want someone giving me a platform to speak when most of the world isn't. You know, maybe that's just me, but it could also be a ton of people, so. But in the end, this shit's gonna blow over in like a week because, you know, it's the internet, new drama, new day. People are mad for like a week. If you're really lucky, they're mad for like a day. And then they find something else to be mad about. Like, you notice how people went almost completely silent on like the buddy and situations like that after like a month or two. And then they found something else to be pissed off about. Like, I remember when they first announced TikTok would be getting banned, I did not see a video about it. It's the internet. Stuff blows over. Like, I still see people talking about Z-Fix's art. But, you know, not as much as I used to. So, Omnia, you are wrong. Toby, you aren't necessarily right. But, you know, Toby's more right than Omnia, in my opinion. That's how it is to be truly unbiased about a situation. You make one video explaining, you know, one side's point of view, another video explaining the other side's point of view. And that kind of puts you in a gray area, you know? But anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble for about, Jesus Christ, 24 minutes. But, yeah, love you, bye.